God doesn't gossip. God doesn't gossip because gossiping is a sin. Could you imagine if everything we told God, He told our neighbors, friends, and our relatives and our enemies? So that's why you have to be careful when you hear people say, God told me stuff about other people, or God gave me a dream about somebody, because God will tell you about you before He'll tell somebody else about you. And then if you can't hear Him, He will send somebody to you personally to tell you. God doesn't blab all your business all over the place unless He has tried to talk to you in private. He sent intercessors to you in private and you still ignore Him, then He'll deal with you in public. But He does it. God goes after His lost sheep, but if you play with Him in public, He'll embarrass you in public. And I know this because God has used me as an intercessor in the past. And as an intercessor, He has to be able to rely on you to do what He said, when He says, in strict obedience. And it never has anything to do with outing you in public. God goes after His lost sheep. He doesn't give you dreams about people in Satan's camp who are living in sin. Those are Satan's kids. God goes after His sheep, His lost sheep. And He does that usually like He does everything else that matters to Him in His kingdom, one-on-one. But He will embarrass you in public if you insist on not hearing Him in private. When God used me as an intercessor, I had to walk in strict obedience. God is very strategic in how He goes about things in the kingdom. And He sends people He can rely on to walk those specific steps, step by step as He gives them. Somebody who can listen to Him and hear Him and not blab people's business all over the place. Because if He sends somebody who can't hear Him or who is disobedient, they can make a bigger mess. Or either they'll get caught up in the exact thing that they're supposed to be rescuing people out of. You have to be careful when people say, God gave me a dream, because Satan can infiltrate dreams. And if you don't have a close relationship with God, you have to be careful about everything in the spiritual realm. I have lived half in and half out of the kingdom, and I couldn't trust anything in the spiritual realm because I didn't know if it was God or Satan talking to me. But when God speaks to me, He doesn't give me dreams. God speaks to me through His word, through the Bible, and He talks to me and I talk to Him in the spirit as I'm reading His word. And then He also gives me visions straight from Him, and they're so fast Satan can't even, he doesn't know when, they're not even long enough for him to mess with. My sheep